It's time to step inside the Octagon with your host, Ike Feldman.
What's up, fight fans? Obviously, D-Money, Donny, Arana, in studio. Very grateful, very happy, very blessed to have this man in studio and a part of my life. He's a major player in the local fight community, the local fight scene, soon to be regional scene, soon to be national scene, international. We might get the fight on Mars in a couple of years when Elon Musk hosts UFC 400. But first and foremost, Donny, my man, how we doing?
Doing blessed. Happy to be here. Happy to have you a part of my life. It's always fun. Always look forward to coming to get to hang out. You know, we do the interviews and we also get to hang out. You know, you made me a great breakfast. It was off the chain.
Don't tell my wife that.
I won't. Do I look like a tattletale?
She doesn't watch anymore anyway.
But never lucky, always blessed, man. Happy to be here. Love the setup. Loving life.
I swear the next time we do this, I'll get a haircut. People probably recognize me for the hats now, but I swear I'll look sharp and dapper. I was just going to say, maybe for the June card. Is that the plan? Get the knockout the win February 1st? Is this the last Emmy? Let's jump right into it.
So, in the past, I was always kind of like to keep stuff under wraps and this and that. But now I'm in such a place where I'm very open with my story. I'm very open with what my plans are, because I believe goals are for soccer and hockey, like I've told you before. You know what I'm saying? I have plans. And, so we're going to, February 1st, I'm going to go out there, get the win. It's going to be in spectacular fashion. Say that as humbly as I can. And then after that, there's actually, I'm loyal to Ring of Combat. A lot of people know that for several reasons.
Lou Neglia, let's go.
Yeah, Lou Neglia has been a life changer and a lifesaver for me in a lot of ways. He's been kind of almost like an uncle to me. Since we met each other, we really clicked. He believes in me, and I believe in him, and I believe in Ring of Combat. I mean, they have 166 fighters that have came up from the Ring of Combat show to the UFC.
Wow.
Exactly 166. And I believe, I don't know the exact number, but it's around 4 or 5 world UFC champions that came out of Ring of Combat. But Lou Neglia just announced a couple of days ago that he's going to be having a professional tournament.
I just saw that on the post.
Harry was posting about that as well, I believe.
So it's probably Harry's. He's in my algorithm.
Yeah, him, Munkin, Lou on the official Ring of Combat page.
We getting that 5K?
Yeah, we're definitely going to get that 5K. It's professional fighters that record of, but no more than 5 fights are going to be in one tournament, and it's a 3-round tournament. So I know the first fight's going to be in June. So I'm fighting now in February.
That's a beautiful timeline.
Oh yeah, it's June, and then I can't remember when the next 2 dates are.
September, December, because I was like,
is that what it
looking
is?
at the Yep. I don't remember the exact dates.
Right. But yeah, so I'm going to jump in that. It's going to be great. I'm looking to get a fight for Ring of Combat before that. After this February show, jump in there. Fight maybe 2 months after that on their next show, and then jump into the tournament with a 1-0 record. Get my 3 wins there. Win the tournament with a 4-0 record.
Oh, so you can't just turn pro and enter?
You can, but what am I going to do in between? I want to compete, I mean, it's not set in stone, but I mean, February, March, April, May, June. I mean, maybe I don't jump in, depending on when the next show is. If the next show's in a month and a half, why not? I'll jump in. I'll take a week off and jump right back in camp. I want to compete. I love this. I just believe, let's line them up. Just want to say real quick, I'm 5-1 amateur. My last opponent, I lost to a guy that's on a 7-fight win streak, and in the most humble way, I say with the God's honest truth, he was nowhere near on my level. I wasn't taking care of myself outside of the cage. I've talked to you already about how, I had a bit of and it's never excuses, it's just my reality, and hopefully my story could, help others, you know what I mean? And the transparency and being honest with myself just helps me to be a better man, spiritually, a better fighter and everything. But I just want to say it. I wanted to get out there and just say that, I was struggling a little bit with, substance use and stuff outside of the cage. And I was in a real dark place, in a bad place, and, just wasn't ready for the moment, as an athlete, my cardio, my mental state. But I would just want to say real quick now that I'm in the best, strongest place I've ever been in, and I can guarantee you'll never see another performance like that. I'm, so connected with my higher power and with my God, and I can't wait to, I'm telling you, we're gonna go on an undefeated run in the pros, maybe 6-7-0, and I'm gonna get my Contender Series shot, and I'm gonna go out there and finish that in spectacular fashion. And I don't, ever want to sound like I'm being cocky or not being humble, because I don't think I'm no better nor no worse than anybody else. But, God came to me and told me what we're going to do, and I know, I'm going to be a world champion, a step at a time, a day at a time, and a fight at a time. But, I've definitely cleaned my act up, and I've never felt cleaner, never felt better, never felt more blessed. And, just wanted to get that out there to the people real fast.
I am a big believer that the truth is revealed on fight night. As we saw with Conor versus Khabib, he was drinking in the lead up. He touched Mount Everest of the sport and of all sports, so I understand why he was distracted, but it showed that Khabib was more focused on the fight. In your case, you are a tidal wave of energy, and I think you break opponents like a Mike Tyson before the fight. And this guy, somehow, he avoided going into your world, and he brought you into his world. And you were surfing, man. I saw you. The jiu-jitsu was there. That was not like, oh, shit, round one, this guy's going to tap me out at the end of round one or round two. You were like, I felt like it turned into a chess match instead of a sword fight.
Right.
That's from my perspective. I was like, yo, this is going to make Donny better.
Oh, yeah.
First time going the distance, no?
I did go to the distance one time. I did go to the distance one other time. I did win 30-27.
Did you learn from that back then?
I definitely did. I will say, again, I hate to, but the reality is I had a really bad viral infection going into that fight. So I didn't really, at that time, because I'm going to be honest, I always drank and I smoked a lot of weed. But I was constantly always able to put it down a month before my fight and everything like that. This last fight is the only time I didn't put it down. I'm not making excuses, but one of my best friends died. I was in a really dark place, and I just was constantly making excuses for myself and going off of, I'm finishing everybody. I'm just going to finish them early. I'll be okay. Or today's my last day. I'm only, instead of a month out, I'm going to stop 3 weeks out. And then, I'm going to stop 2 weeks out.
Right.
Till it came to the point where the day before the fight, I'm smoking a joint that morning. And my mother's like, what the hell are you doing?
Morning of the fight?
Morning of the fight. Swear, on everything I love. And I was in the back with the sweats, and I'll be honest, I was going through like many withdrawals from weed. I wasn't doing, cocaine or, it's nothing, no pills or nothing like that. But I was smoking weed all day, every day, and I felt so good in camp in terms of, my skill level and everything like that.
Well, it shows you how talented you are, because it's like that's not even your best day. All the stuff that you're going through outside of the cage, outside of the ring, in the ring of combat's case, everything you're going through outside, and you're still hanging with the guy.
Yeah.
That shows you how talented you are.
I appreciate that. It's definitely, I'll be honest, I am so happy that I lost that fight. I mean, I didn't get hit. I didn't get knocked out. Like, I could have learned my lesson in a lot worse ways.
Exactly.
But I learned the lesson I needed to learn. Now today for me is 93 days off of all substance.
Let's
go.
You
know what I mean?
Let's
and
go.
Again, I used to come on here and just and I didn't want to be honest, because I'll be honest, I'm scared of being looked at differently. I'm scared of being judged or looked at
You're always gonna be judged.
You know what I'm saying? So
you're always gonna be judged.
Floyd Mayweather said it. You're gonna be judged when you're doing good. You're gonna be judged when you're doing bad. So just do what you love. Be yourself. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I hope that I could inspire people and show people, especially when I'm fighting in the UFC. It's one big example for me has been Jared Gordon. You know Jared Gordon,
Queen's own.
Yeah, and he's got 7 years and a month or two off of substance, and he's been able to inspire so many people, and he's gotten robbed in some really bad decisions.
I know that,
like bad decisions, like cook a lot of parlays out there. But like there's just so many ways that that you see guys that are in the UFC that used to be like in gangs and in jail and everything, and now they're like running classes for the kids. You know what I mean? Like it just shows me that like there's people out there that are worse than me, and there's people out there that are better off than me and worse off than me. But there's you don't need to judge anybody. Anybody's capable of change. Especially like I hold myself so accountable for my childhood and the things I did growing up. Hanging out in the street. Fighting, breaking the law, drugs and all that BS. And it's like you realize that like the guys who, there's UFC champions, there's guys who own huge companies out there, some of the richest men in the world that, everybody has a past. You know what I'm saying? It's like whether you're from, I believe the saying is whether you're from Park Place or Park Bench. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing, drugs and all this stuff, like, we were talking before this, but like all the temptations out there, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't discriminate, you know what I'm saying? And we're all, we all have sick thinking, and we all make mistakes, and
nobody will admit it.
No,
everybody's more like, oh, there's this mental illness. It's like anybody who's angry, who comes home pissed off, it's like that. The same reason why you limp, like if something's hurt, it's like the same reason why you're raging out or yelling for no reason it should be treated on equal ground with mentally and physically.
Right. Like I realize now that I was sick, right? I was spiritually sick, and like if somebody's sick and say they have like cancer, right? Everyone feels sorry for them. Right. But if you're sick with like say addiction or like mental illness, everything like that. It's not the same stigma, you know what I mean? And it's not the same case. I'm not comparing my addiction to somebody who's freaking got cancer and is battling for their life. But in the same sense, there was a point in my life where I was battling for my life with addiction. And my point being is like, I just had to understand that I was sick, and that, like we just said, people are going to judge you regardless. So now I just choose to be honest and be free. One, to hopefully inspire, and two, because the truth will set you free. You know what I mean?
See if you could follow me on this. You've heard the term ADD, right?
Right.
Gets thrown around like crazy. My brothers, my friends. ADD. Throw a pill at it. Throw a pill at it. Oh, doc, I can't pay attention. Oh, okay. Here's a pill. It's like, show me the most ADD 15 or 16-year-old on the planet who's got all senses intact. Put the hottest teacher in front of him, you better believe he's going to know who the fuck George Washington is.
Right.
He's going to study social studies. Don't tell me that, like, they're just not... I went to summer school 3 times. I didn't give a shit about school. I care more about video games and sports. Right. That was where my focus was. And they're like, oh, Mrs. Feldman, your son this. And it's like, we need to be smarter than that. And my point full circle is that we're all addicts. But it's like, what are we addicted to? Where are we channeling that addiction? Some people channel it towards money, real estate. Some people like look at Big Al, Iaquinta, channeled it. Dude, he went 5 rounds, the only person with Khabib. That's amazing focus. Now he shifted gear, and he's becoming a real estate king locally. That just shows you can put your attention into anything. And some people get addicted to the wrong things. Some people get addicted to the right things. And seems like you're conquering that battle inside.
Thank you.
And that's all I got to say. So it's just where you put that energy.
Right.
And, man, you got too much damn talent, passion, and love. What does McGregor say? I'm not talented, I'm obsessed?
Yeah.
Bro, you're in that stage, man. Like the UFC... The gold watches, shaking hands, dapping up Dana White, Hunter Campbell is right there in front of you. And it's like Lou Neglia is no idiot. He knows where to put you on the card, on the billing. He pushes you always towards the end. Why? Because the D-Money Army holds it down in the audience. Like, he knows what a Donny Arana fight brings to his organization. And there's no doubt in my mind that Dana White will think the same. So this is your opportunity, man.
Thank you, brother.
What does Eminem say? One shot, one kill. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. But it's like this. You're in it.
Yeah.
I'm just in the passenger seat, just watching.
I appreciate it. I'm happy that you're in the passenger seat with me. And I'm in the passenger seat watching you with your career and what you're doing. I mean, I'm blown away by this setup.
I couldn't believe you were going through all that stuff, though. That shows me how I didn't know I could respect you more.
And
you kept it down. I couldn't tell if you were in a monastery or if you were on a street. You were so level-headed. Well,
a lot of men, we suffer in silence. I'm sure women too. I'm not a woman, but I speak on me as a man. A lot of us suffer in silence, and I try to be strong. I have 4 siblings. You know what I'm saying? I have my girlfriend, and she has her kids who are I look at my stepkids. I love them to death. I'm not going to be sitting there sulking in front of the kids or sulking in front of my siblings every day. And it's like you said before, I love when Shaquille O'Neal tells the story about what him and his father, when he had so much pressure on me at the game, and his dad drove him to the homeless family and everything. He said, no, that's pressure. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't sit there and say I have so much pressure because I know where my next meal is coming from. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's there is a certain type of pressure that I have on me to live and to uphold, what is expected of me as a fighter, as a man, and all these things. And I have such a strong faith and belief in God, and I know that I'm going to do all these things, but at times, I do stray away, and I put my will into God's hands every day. And there's certain times in life where I get complacent, lazy, and everything like that. I'm ungrateful because I'm human, and that's when I have to turn my will back over to God. And I know that every time He's going to take me out of that. But there's certain times where I've gotten in a dark place, and I battled for years with all this stuff, but and I felt like I finally got past it. I found a good formula, I got this now, which I got this is one of the worst things you could ever say because you probably don't, and I thought I had this system. I'll stop using, whatever substances a month out of the fight and everything like that. And then eventually it was 3 weeks out of the fight too. And then it leads to the day of.
That's nuts.
And, it's insanity. That's what it is. Insanity's doing the same thing over and over again.
Justifying it.
Yeah, with expecting different results. And, I'm blessed. I'm grateful now to, I don't wish to shut the door on anything I've been through or gone through. I forgive those people that have hurt me or that have, traumatized me in this life and, harmed me and everything like that. That sat with me for so long. I understand now that hurt people. And,
bullies?
Not even bullies, but I've had, let's just say really, crappy things done to me when I was young, and, also had a lot of older family friends and everything that I had a lot of good people in my life too. So I'm not saying I didn't, but people that have just led me down the wrong road and put me in really bad, violent, life-threatening situations. I mean, I'll be honest and say it on the air that there was a point in my life where, I overdosed from what they put in the drugs, and everything like that. And two times I overdosed and had to get brought back by the ambulance. You know what I mean? And sorry, Mom, but that's the truth. I sometimes you don't want to. She knows my reality and she's super proud of me. But I'm saying that's just my reality. You know what I mean? It's, I was a hurt, lost kid, but I'll tell you one thing. I got into wrestling when I was 6 years old. If I never wrestled, I truly believe I'd be dead. Wrestling saved my life, led me into boxing when I was 12, 13. I was going to Westbury boxing gym with my father and my uncle and my cousin. My cousin also, my cousin Alec, he battled drug addiction for many years too, and that kind of messed his boxing career up, but now he got himself sober. He got himself right. He's got a girlfriend and everything.
Nice.
Good job. He's doing so great. You know what I mean? And he's one of the best people I know, but it's we go through things, and me personally, I don't like to get too much with religion, but I believe Jesus died for my sins on the cross and everything like that. And everything that he went through, it's and he went through that all with a smile, knowing that he's going to paradise. And now that I know that I am going to go to a better place when this is all said and done, I'm able to be a lot more at peace with everything. Because I'm okay, it was kind of I was a little bit of a sacrificial lamb in this life. I went through all this stuff. You know, a lot of people hurt me that were also hurt, that didn't have God in their life, whatever the case may be. I went through all this pain and everything, and now I could really enjoy the light that's coming my way, and I could spread the love and spread the word, and I could maybe try to help someone from the generation that came after me not make the mistakes I made. And maybe when it's all said and done, if I'm a UFC champion, I defend my belt twice, and it's, you know, that's it for me. Maybe I could help someone else be a champion and defend it 4 times and do even better than I did. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm at peace with it all now, in a very good place. Some days are still hard, some days are easy, some days are right in the middle. But, you know, I feel so blessed, man, so blessed.
Joe Rogan talks about maybe some great comedians or great fighters had to go through a layer of hell or a level of hell, whatever the saying is, to get to where they are, to be special. Like if they were in like a silk basket, they wouldn't have been as special or as great as they are. So how are you going to use your past trauma, and don't get into the specifics, but how are you going to use it as fuel for your engine that brings you up the mountain to the top?
Right. I would say, like, you know, you got, like, for me, it's like I'm a pretty extreme guy, right? I cage fight and everything like that. You know,
I noticed you're an all or nothing guy. You're like super focused, super intent. You want to give your time 100%. When you seem like you're a tryhard. Everything you do, you want to be perfect.
We're about to find out when we play Madden after this.
We will see. Yeah, you're probably we're gonna get the rain. You're gonna be like
calling audibles like Peyton Manning on you, bro. Trust me.
We'll see. But, that will air after this interview, folks. Stay tuned for that in a couple of minutes. But yeah, back.
But yeah, all jokes aside, you know, me being an extreme guy, right? And of course, the answer is always, you know, my faith, right? But me being an extreme guy really is a blessing I'm starting to see. It's a double-edged sword. But you could use it as such a blessing in life because you have so many people that are like, not to compare to anybody, but there's a lot of people out there that are not all the way extreme with, like, say, like, they're drinking or smoking or training, where they find, like, they fall, like, kind of in the middle, and at times they might slack, at times they might excel. For me, it's like, I'm either killing the game or I'm killing myself slowly. Like, there's no in between. And, like, when there's that in between, I feel like there's more of, like, before I finally admitted, like, yo, I have to let all this stuff go 100%. I felt like that's when I was really living in hell, because I was always battling myself. I could do this. No, I can't. Or I got to slow it down. Or I'm okay. Or, like, you know, I could smoke a little bit of a joint on the weekend, and then it doesn't happen that way, or whatever the case may be. Like, being in that middle stage, it's like you can't admit that you need to stop, or you can't admit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're kind of in a middle ground where you can't really, you don't know where to go with it.
Right.
Me, I know, like, listen, that stuff don't work for me. The negative.
What does Dana White say about retirement and apply it to this situation? 1 foot out of the door is not a good place to be.
Nope.
Like, you're either in the game or out of the game, because then you could get hurt.
100%. That's why, like, you know, it's like same thing where, like, they say, like, in the street, right? Like, people want to be like, a lot of people nowadays, like, from all places, is like, want to, you know, especially with the music that's going around nowadays, all the drill music and everything. Everyone wants to, like, act tough and act like they're street kids and all this thing, and like, oh, I'm a shooter and all this stuff. But it's like, that's not a life that you could sit there and be half in and half out. It's not. You're gonna end up dying for no good reason.
Right?
You know what
Pop
I mean?
Smoke.
That's sadly that is a good example, and people might get mad about that, but I know some people who actually know Pop Smoke, and that's the truth. And he was half in and half out.
Dude, the next coming to 50 Cent, and it was like super talented, had like a voice.
Oh yeah, super talented.
And it shows you like 50 dot. I mean, he caught a couple, but he literally dodged the bullet. The fact that he's still alive and he's a thriving businessman doing TV shows, and his music is. He's alive to talk about his music. Like, Pop Smoke got cut short.
Yeah, and you look at a guy like 50 Cent, like, I'm a big fan of 50. Like,
yes.
He's very real, and like, he even said it, like, yo, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that, bro. I get money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he does. But yeah, like, just knowing that there's no on the fence for me. It's like I'm all in with the positive stuff or I'm all in with the negative stuff. And like for a while, I thought I was hanging in there and everything like that. I had things under control in a sense, but until I didn't. And it's like the reality is like once a cucumber becomes a pickle, you can't go back to a cucumber. I'm not calling myself a cucumber or a pickle. What I'm trying to say is I cross a certain line with certain things, with certain negative things. I'm not going to just take some time away and then start dabbling back into the BS and think that I'm going to have it under control. And even if I could, why is it even worth the risk when right now I'm the best striking I've ever had, the best cardio, best mentally, best spiritually, physically.
You're seeing the rewards.
Oh, yeah, by far.
There you go.
By far.
Isn't it beautiful how that works? People are like, well, how do I know if I quit for 3 months it's going to happen? It's like, it's just funny how the rewards will present itself. And that's when you have to believe in a higher power that's looking out for you. And it's like, I feel people numbing themselves with alcohol, drinking, or whatever else, vices, temptations. They're just, I think you posted it, and I love this. You're blocking your blessings.
Right.
I think it was Deion Sanders, like.
Yeah.
Dude, you need to let those blessings in. Open the windows, open the door, let the clean air in. And it's like people block their own blessings all the time without even knowing. Like
the mindset like a lot of people have and I had is like, you know, like you're walking in the forest for 5-6 years. You think that you're going to make the decision, all right, I want out and I want to leave the forest, you know, and you turn around and you think you're going to walk out in a day. You're walking in there for 6 years.
Right, that's
you know
a great point.
But when you decide to turn around, it might it's like, oh, I'm never gonna get out of here. And then you don't realize that God leaves you a go-kart right there, and you could fly out eventually. Like you could shoot your way out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But until you really start walking the right way,
like a slow drip, steps, and people like they don't realize you could get out of it faster by running or jumping in the car, or jumping on the bike, and it's just, it's too far. Like they just stay where they are.
100%.
With everything. And it doesn't have to be as severe as, like, being in a hospital bed. People get crushed just from a relationship. And it's like, I've been lucky that I've been blessed with a stronger mind that, like, heartbreak isn't going to break me. It's like, that's just like a tally in a sense.
You're sure your wife don't watch this podcast,
right? Yeah. No way. No. If you watch this, I'll do the dishes. No, I do them regardless. But yeah, the whole like everybody is tested as much as they're supposed to be tested. Like some people, we have to respect it too, because I'm learning to make peace with not like judging others. Like, man, come on, you could do better. We're the same blood. Like, let's fucking go. And it's like. Respect, make peace. I don't know. Because I feel the same sense with you. You want to do good with your superpowers, like and opportunities. You're gonna get stronger. Your superpowers are gonna grow, more opportunities, and it's like I want to give back to the teenagers who I feel like that's a vulnerable stage. And how do you want to give back to the community or people or whatever in the future?
I would just say I try to lead by example. You know, like growing up I wrestled, right? And like you always had that like one like, you know, kid that was older than you that was like captain of the team. Like, I always respected the guy who led by example and just worked hard and won his matches. And it was like, yo, I want to be like that guy. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So like just try to lead by example, try to like, you know, show the next generation that like I grew up hanging out in the street, you know what I mean? And, you know, I found God and like, now that I found God and I stopped using substances and doing all the bullshit, you know, excuse my language, hanging out at the, you know, with the club and out in the streets, on the corner, whatever the case may be, like that don't make you a square. You know what I'm saying? Like you could still be cool as hell, fly as shit. You know what I mean? Like you could just, I laugh harder now. I have greater moments of joy now. You know what I'm saying? I feel more at peace with myself. I don't need to always get outside of myself in whatever way it may be. You know, just show that, you know, you could still be cool and get what you got to get done. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like, oh, you're a square now because you don't go out to the club and you don't hang out. Like, one day I might own a club and I might walk in there every once in a while, you know what I'm saying, hop on the mic and let's go, everybody have a good time, let's party. And meanwhile, I'm sipping water. Like, you don't, just setting a good example.
That's beast mode because Dana White and Joe Rogan, if you guys don't know, I literally just know the fight stuff. I don't really watch anything else besides, like, fights. But Dana White gave up drinking. Joe Rogan has stopped drinking since he became a comedy club owner. Like, when he was in L.A., it was just partying up. But now that he's a boss of his own comedy club, he's cut out drinking. And I don't see him smoke as much on the air. It's because he's got more responsibilities.
Right.
So I think that's boss. Like, somebody, because you know how many people are going to want to do a shot with you as the club owner? It's like, oh, I'm good. Like, oh, bro, just the 3 years of not drinking, it's been hard to remind my friends. Like, everybody's huddling with Jameson, and I'm like, a couple times I've had to throw it over the shoulder, a couple times pour it on my boys, and they're still like, I'm like, yo, no, I don't drink. And he didn't believe it for years and years, and I'm like, no, bro, remember those years? I go, I haven't had a drink.
God bless you, too, for that.
I had again, like I said before, some people, it takes the hospital bed to realize that was my instance.
Right.
And I swear to God, I was at LA Fitness last night. It's like 10:30 at night. I'm on like this squat machine I've never tried, like the standing.
I know what you're talking about, with the cushions right here? Or...
Yes. And I'm looking at the ceiling. I'm like, holy shit, this looks like the hospital. And it gave me more motivation. Like the lighting, the ceiling tile, and I was like, because I was looking up. And like it's crazy that we're talking today. I just had dreams again that I was being pricked because they would wake me up every 6 a.m. They had to prick for blood work,
right?
And they wouldn't care if you're like sleeping. And I just I woke up today feeling the needles, and yeah. So it doesn't always necessarily have to take a hospital bed, but like you,
it did for me.
I've poured that energy, all or nothing. Like now I'm all for just. I don't want to look back in 20 years and be like, man, if I stop that, stop this stone, turn. It's like, no, it's like I will be the best version. I will be potential because nobody in the family has lived their dream. And I'm like, gotta do it.
Right.
Gotta fucking do it.
Yeah, man. No, you don't want to live with the woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Fuck that.
And like, I'm not no party pooper, You want to take a shot, you want to smoke a joint, whatever,
Some people can't handle it.
Yeah, by all means, that's just not me. That just doesn't work for me.
My boy, and you're going to deal with it. My boy goes, you're going to deal with this. I'm just preparing you. My boy's like, so what? You're not going to dance anymore? You're not going to have fun? And I swear to God, I was like, I like challenges. They had it was Miami. So when you walk on the streets, you can, there's like outdoor music. Uh-huh. I jumped on the band finished playing. I jumped on the mic and I started, and they cut it off like 5 words in. And I was like, bro, it doesn't take a drink for me to be like a crazy person. I was like, I'll still make you laugh. And he's like, all right. Because I'm like, what am I going to change? Like,
no, it takes a while to get there. When you first stop doing something for a while, you feel, I don't know how to, I'm socially awkward now. Right? I don't feel as loose. I can't dance. I can't have as much fun. But it's like, now you put on some music I enjoy, I'll kill it more than anybody else.
That's more powerful.
I went out hanging out with my girl a couple months ago, and everybody's drinking, and it's like an older crowd, and like I was laughing. There was like so many people that were drunk, like trying to walk up to girls and like.
Yo, you're in the Matrix. You can see it all.
I'm like, yo, I'm not like, yo, I could outdance a drunk guy any day of the week. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
You got good footwork, so I think that's connected. Good footwork and dancing.
For sure. For sure. Thank you.
No problem. Vasily Lomachenko, the boxer?
Yeah, of course.
And I quote Rogan way too much. But he says that his dad pulled him out of boxing.
Ballet, right?
Yes, like tap dancing or something. Yeah. And it shows like, so, all right, maybe I'll get you mad, but you'll get me on the dance floor.
I'll definitely get you on the dance floor, and you're not going to get me at Madden. Believe me.
No excuses. I know you're Xbox guy.
Okay.
Because my boy makes excuses. Yo, okay. I don't know what the...
Can we let the people know who won this Madden game, or is that a possibility?
If not
this time, then okay.
I got whooped. Shout outs to Isa Sultan, Mutant MMA, and all the Mutant MMA wonderful fighters, wonderful team, wonderful people.
Come on, Dunkley.
Shout outs to Kamal,
Dynamite.
Big Brother Dunkley, doing the damn thing. But Isa Sultan, his teammate,
I know him.
put the whooping on me in UFC. I don't claim to be the best UFC gamer, but Madden, I was like, come on, I've been playing that for a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 decades.
See, UFC, I'm nice. I could defend the grappling. I could do my thing a little bit.
Can you do the body shots?
Oh, yeah.
If people do the body shots, I'm like, all right, you're too much. If you're like...
Oh, I'll skunk you. You
I just feel like
shot.
it's too slow.
Oh, no, I'm on you. I'm on your tail.
1,000%.
Close. Yeah, I'm definitely...
No takedowns, though.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to the takedowns, there's certain people that could school me with that. But there's also certain people I could beat with that. But, like, when it comes to stand-up, I could pretty much hang with whoever.
Okay.
Pretty much. Unless you play all day long, you know.
No.
But, yeah.
No, I think Isa should do a Twitch channel. I was like, bro, you're funny, because he was talking shit. Anthony Spataro, they were here together, and he was like, bro, do you even play this? He goes, you're supposed to be good, right? And I don't know, like, you're a really good talker, but where I'm from, like, Long Islanders are not the best talkers, and city kids are much faster on their feet. And, bro, Isa, I could see Anthony getting pissed off, and it's like, he's like, yo, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. But shouts to the Sultans and all the young killers on the rise. You're one of them. Man, what a schedule you got lined up for 2025. Pretty special. We could talk fighting all day, but before this we were talking about hunting, and I'm fascinated with it. I thought I would have to do a week or 2 week like recon or tactical class or some shit. I want to get the goggles, like, because I need to see shit, but I want to get the ones that, like, the SWAT looking goggles that wrap around so I can move my head and they're not going to slide off. But you're talking about your hunting experiences. When do you go? And if this is a real possibility, I'd love to join the Aranas.
Could definitely come. Like I said, anytime we go. Growing up, my father always went hunting, and for a long time I wasn't really doing the right things. But there was many times where I came with him as a younger kid, and like was kind of like you were saying, like I was just hanging out, watching, learning, observing, wasn't shooting the gun and everything. Now as I got older, I fell in love with hunting. It's like I go out there, I talk to God, I meditate, I visualize. You know, I'm constantly thinking about fighting, life, just everything. You go out there and you just get in tune with your mind and keep an eye out for a deer. And you know, I love, you know, if you're blessed enough to harvest an animal when you go out there. I mean, it's just such a great spiritual experience. Like the exhilaration, the adrenaline you get when you see that animal pop out in the woods, and it's like, oh, you know, you start getting quiet, and you know, you line it up and, like, you know, take the shot. You know, you gotta also, you know, shout out Kamal Dunkley. You know, we were talking before. He works at the shooting range, hooks me up. But yeah, you gotta make sure you got a good shot. You gotta make sure you know how to be quiet.
Do you wear glasses at all?
No, I don't wear no type
you
of
got
glasses.
good vision then.
Yeah. Blessed with that.
Your dad doesn't wear glasses?
No, and
nice. Do you guys have like red dots? Like, dude, I only,
it's like in Call of Duty kind of like
with
it's kind of like a Call of Duty type scope. You know, like you're looking out, like looking down a sniper rifle in Call of Duty. You know.
Yeah, is it like the movies where it's like you have to make the wind adjustment and shit, like or the distance adjustment?
With very slightly. But, you know, you're not really going to shoot a deer from any more than, 100 yards is like a really far shot. And, like, you know, you start to know your shot from target practice. Like, I shoot slightly more to the left. Like, that was something that was.
That's how I piss.
I piss like 4 streams all over the place on the floor.
He's got 4 toilets.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, you know, you start to know your shot. And, you know, if you shoot a little more to the left, you want to aim a little more to the right of the heart. You know, you aim for the heart. And, you know, you don't want to aim too close to the neck because then you miss that way. You kind of want to give yourself a little bit of leeway. You know what I'm saying? Like if the heart.
Like fractions?
Yeah, it's fractions. But, you know, it's like you're looking for the perfect shot. Even if you don't land the perfect shot, you could still drop the animal, you know what I'm saying? But the perfect shot is what you're looking for. So, because, you know, most of the times if you shoot a deer, it's going to run, you know, 40, 50, 60, 70, maybe 100 yards, you know what I mean? And then drop most of the time, unless you put it in the perfect spot with the right caliber, and you could drop it right there, which is like a highlight KO. That's like, it's not going to happen every time, you know what I mean? But, yeah, and I mean, I just love to eat. any type of like wild game meat. I love venison. I like I love venison, and duck's my favorite. But you know, I this year, me and my crew, we got 2 deers, and I got both of them this year. So I was just a lucky season, whatever. And we had.
So it's every winterish.
It's we go. It's about like mid-November when rifle season starts. Yeah.
So I'll try to start to get prepped for next November.
Yeah,
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Yeah, you come with us. Yeah, my dad will be happy to have you. Yeah, and it's just something I'm passionate about. Like, I'm an animal lover. I am, but just want to say too, it's like the whole way the population works, and with the deers, it's like 50% of baby deers die throughout the winter, and about 20% of deers don't make it through the winter because of the lack of food. So we're part of the food chain. That's what people forget sometimes. So like we're regulating the population. If we didn't hunt at all, like literally like 80% of the fawns, which is a baby deer, would die. You know what I'm saying? And like, hunting, I recommend to anybody, man. Like, like I got friends that are Spanish, black, freaking Muslim, Punjabi, all different backgrounds and ethnicities. And like anybody that ever came out on a hunt always comes back saying how exhilarating it was, how fun it is. It's one of the manliest, coolest things you could do. Yeah. Like I'd recommend it to anybody. Like
that's what it is, man. Connecting to our DNA, because we're hunters. And we're fighters, and hand-to-hand combat is like I'm saying you're basically doing a lot of man shit. It's like, so you're gonna run into a lot of beta males who talk shit, who, like Floyd said, always want to judge. But the last thing, we've been talking for almost an hour.
Wow.
That was easy, as always. February 1st, how's it gonna go? Put the bow on this bitch and give us your prediction.
My prediction is it's going to be a knockout in spectacular fashion. If not a knockout, it's going to be a choke, or I'm going to take a limb. I know that as soon as this man feels the fire, he's going to look to take it to the ground. And, I'm either going to jump on a Darce choke or ground and pound him. But I will say this is going to be my most electric performance, my most spectacular performance. If I knew that, it's going to, I almost feel sorry for him, you know what I'm saying? But I don't, because it's what you signed up for. You come up for everything I work for.
You got him in the crosshairs, man.
Oh, yeah. I just want to say, like, I've been working with my man James Williams, who's
St. James?
St. James, who's at the Unique Playground. And he has gotten my striking, my cardio, my conditioning to a level that it's just, I feel out of this world. I feel so sharp, so calm, so ready to go. Of course, Mike Sullivan, my jiu-jitsu coach, the man, Big Ray Panza, who's just helps me with all MMA, Angel Munkle, my girl Jess, who helps me with a lot of pad work too. She's into the boxing, the bare knuckle, fights MMA too. But it's like, especially my strength and conditioning coach right now has got me on an entire another level. And like I already know that me and him, we're really gonna make a mark in this fight game. And I know he's gonna be on top of the game. He's such a sharp mind, and like I'm so blessed to have him with me now. Like I'm on such a structured routine. Feel so sharp. And but yeah, I think I'm gonna put the kid to sleep. I mean, unless he's got a freaking hammerhead chin, then I'll choke him, whatever. But
one way or another,
I'm ready for 5 rounds. You know what I mean?
That's right. It's 5 rounds.
This is a 3-round fight. This is 3. Okay. But I'm ready to fight 5 rounds. Like I could fight 8 rounds. That's how that's really how I feel. But I don't see him making it out of the first. And if he's blessed to death, maybe the second if he's lucky. But yeah, it's gonna be a beatdown, 100%.
Amazing, guys. I got some merch, and this is one edition. Donnie's got some new, fresh merch.
Fire.
Get your red version, get your black version. No matter what, you got a piece of Donnie rocking around with you, so you got that high power with you. My man, throw out your socials, throw out the merch, the ticks, whatever you got. This should be up. We're recording. It should be up in a day or two, so unless some earthquake happened and never have recorded, but throw out your handles.
So Instagram is D Money Fights. Same with Facebook. I'm way more bigger on Instagram. You know, my motto is, you know, never stop working, never stop believing. Chase your dreams and the money will chase you. And yeah, man, take everything a day at a time, at a fight at a time. Make sure you add me on Instagram at DMoneyFights, because I don't do MMA, I fight. MMA is the sport I'm in. You know, life's a fight. I got the really nice merch. I'm really happy with this merch. Shout out to Team Territory, my sponsor. They're the best. Shout out my team. And yeah, thank you for listening. Blessed to be here.
Peace.
Love. That's it. Let's go, baby.
All right, folks. As advertised, D-Money versus Octagon in Madden.
It's gonna be a finish, spectacular fashion. Probably,
Guest of honor, you're home.
Probably a rage quit. You sure? Take the home field. Take the home field. You're home, baby.
It's
your house.
Right.
It's your house.
All right.
I like being an underdog. All right, you're going Jets.
All pro, all man,
all pro.
All pros. Okay.
You know, right in the middle. All right, so I'm a Giants fan, but they're just a depressing team right now. Second is Ravens. Not going to be them because Lamar's OP.
When they get Kyler Murray next year, you could be the Giants.
You think that's what they might do?
They need to do something.
Oh yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, but
I want Shedeur Sanders on the Jets. I want Rodgers to mentor him.
Not the biggest Shedeur fan.
I feel like he's been living the New York lifestyle before even being.
What's your Jets overall in this game?
84. So pick around. That's fair point. The Bengals, Vikings.
You know what? Let's go Steelers. 83. No excuses.
All right. They beat them in the regular season
I like
matchup.
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a cool team. I like Mike Tomlin. You know? What we doing here? That's you, right? I think you got it.
What, competitive?
I don't know. Yeah, whatever. What's the difference between... Yeah, that's normal.
Competitive?
No injuries. Go simulation, penalties, injuries, yeah, go simulation. That's realistic.
Okay. I'm gonna take Russ out. You don't mind night?
Anytime, baby. Anytime. Let's do it. I want to
embarrass you.
I want to beat you in Jet Stadium.
Jet life.
My man Dangerous. I also like Justin Fields though. A lot of people don't.
I would take him to the Jets, and I hope the Jets pick up Rex Ryan. Bring back Rex Ryan.
They actually might do that.
Please.
They might do that. Nice. I like defending first.
We're gonna set the tone.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors.
Nice.
Sure.
And away we go from East Rutherford. Xavier Gibson now to return.
Punch that ball. How come they punch the ball out? Punch that ball.
Oh, I should have picked quick play.
The four-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability
to
talking about everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs.
Oh, nice throw.
Thank you, brother.
He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own
See if I
game.
remember
Man, this man plays for real. Okay. I'm an NCAA guy. I play a fair amount of that. So I'm pretty confident I can get the job.
He got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
I'm not used to talking. I turn off the mic on online play, but I'll keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk shit in a humble way. There we go. 3rd and 22, folks.
Okay.
Big sack.
Am I allowed to go for it on 4th down?
Do whatever you want.
Okay,
man.
thank you.
It's a free country.
Some people don't like it.
Nah, do whatever you want. Better hope you get that first down. That's all I gotta say.
But a 20-step drop, That's not going to cut it.
Get him, Hayward.
For this defense, it just
All over that.
a bunch of negative yards for that play.
My man not going for them 4th and 22, is he? I was about to say, that's
All right.
ballsy.
We got
Gotta have some faith in that defense.
You were a safety.
Here comes the punting
You know?
unit for the Jets. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Fields this at the 19.
Take those 5 yards.
A few yards before they bring him down on the return.
All right, folks, we went 4 and out. First drive, he had to punt the ball up.
And the Steelers will take over possession.
Now it's time to get to work.
Offense ready to begin this drive.
Man, Najee Harris in the backfield, big 22.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a
Make
yard out of it.
Russ.
Backed up on that play by big
Make Russ throw.
Taking the handoff, now Wilson.
Ah, got me.
Dang.
Dang, 30-16.
And that pushes him back, 3rd down.
Starting off on defense quite all right.
It's going to be a 7-6 game.
No. First drive. So you like the blitz?
No, that was a user
Oh, was it?
swim.
Wilson now from the gun.
Boy, we have to give it back up. We'll have to give it back up. I punt. 4th and 4, I'm punting. Great defense.
Respect. If I'm past the 50.
shanked it!
If I'm past the
And this
50.
is a worm burner. He did not hit that one well.
Oh,
And he's
shanked it.
getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up
Battle
almost
field
at the exact
position.
spot that
This
he
is
fielded that
where
punt.
you cut them up.
That punt finals in a 33-yard effort.
Okay.
And it'll be Jets football.
Okay. You know, old man Rodgers don't got it no more, bro, right?
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10.
Punch it. Punched it! I told you I punched for the ball, baby.
Wow.
Come punching for the ball.
Called it. Use
RB
the punch.
all day, baby.
Just did MMA
Come on,
tactics
bro.
and Madden.
Came with that big right hand. Boom.
I know user pick. I didn't know user punch.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, you got me
RB,
picking my nose
baby.
on the camera.
RB, baby.
Next to me up here.
Holy
Let's go, Najee.
shit.
Run him over.
Wow.
Let's
All
go,
right, you
baby.
got momentum.
Let's
So.
go.
Wow.
That's why I punt.
Wow, wow. That was a punch in the mouth. Wow. I thought I had a
was a punch in the
15-yard
ball.
completion.
That was a punch in the ball.
Driving
right there.
down, red zone.
Yeah, man.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren.
Oh, it was. Oh, okay.
All right.
3rd and short, as you guys can see.
All right.
They're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
Oh, it looked like he's sending him.
Yep.
You know we coming up the gut on him.
That's what she said.
Russ off the play fake. Buys
Don't
time,
do it.
only right.
Let's go, Russ.
Yeah, smart.
Danger,
Smart.
Russ.
That was smart.
And that one goes for
Danger
the
Russ.
And that's a Steelers
All right.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
All on the 45, 1st and 10.
Hit him.
Running center with Harris. And he's
All right.
able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Working quickly here.
Oh, wow!
Najee.
I thought it was going to be play action.
Najee.
Secondary past the 40.
Stiff arms. Let's
He's
go,
all the way
baby.
down to the 6-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
I thought that was going to be play action.
Check the field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I was ready to hit Russ on the
Chestnut
rollout.
checkers. Chestnut checkers, baby.
He's getting ahead of himself. A little pick six. Wow, you run. I respect it. I really think you was going to do the Russ
In the house?
bootleg.
Yeah,
The
sure.
Steelers parlay the turnover in the
Early.
lead.
A lot of football left.
You do it in the 3rd quarter, don't you? You run, and then the play
Chris
action.
Buck's well for the point after.
You played football. I played football. Okay.
7-0.
Extra point sent right
What'd you
down
play
the
when you
middle.
ped football?
Backup
And the
Q.
Steelers will
Okay.
jump out to a
In high school.
7-0
That's
lead.
what
I was-
position on the field.
I was a junior high stud, and then I just stopped growing in high school.
Football's a tough sport, man.
Now Boswell
I
to send
played
this
all
away.
over the field. I played on a lot of different teams growing up. I played quarterback
Gibson now to return.
for plain edge.
Come
punch the line
on.
again, baby.
All right.
To the house.
How do you do that? Am I supposed?
RB. You got to time it. RB. I told you I punched the ball.
So if I hit truck, will it prevent?
It'll prevent a little bit, but you could also hold RB to hold the ball. Quick update. 13 zip. Should be 14 zip, being that we get this extra point. There we go. 14 zip.
Wow.
Yeah,
Punched in the mouth.
Yeah, I told you I punched the ball. Punched the ball.
Wow.
A lot of football left, bro.
A lot of football. I don't like you getting it in the second half, though.
Nice little energy on their
I love
sideline
that.
after that
Oh,
home
shit.
return score.
If it's my choice, I always defend first.
All right, we're RB in it.
Gibson now to return. Returns looking good so
You see, I'm coming with a punch. RB is the best way to hold it.
Holy shit. Do you have to hold it early, or can you have it right as you're being tackled?
You do it like right as you get tagged, but I would hold it like a second before. Or A, with the stiff arm helps, trucking helps. But if you just don't do nothing and I come punch, there's a decent chance I'm going to punch that.
You've made like 4 tackles, 2 of them have been fumbles. Oh shit. Yeah, okay, now I saw it.
You know, he's going to hold that ball.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to be holding the ball too, because I know you're going to try to punch it now.
Wow. I always did hit stick, I never did punch.
My brother came back, we were playing, he came back from like 35-0 once.
Wow. No, I like being the underdog.
And you're stealing my quotes.
You're punching again, so you... Okay, I gotta get used to that.
That's my favorite button in the game. I'm always looking at it. That's why, like, you gotta have faith in your defense. Like, somebody could drive me behind the red zone, and I'm still looking for a turnover at all times. Oh man, it's a tough decision. I don't know. Okay. Had a feeling you were going.
I have to. I gotta take some momentum.
To the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him. Altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Okay. He's going for it early in the first quarter. 4th and 5. Oh, okay.
And he'll try to have his second punt.
Smart man. Elected to play defense.
I
tried to get away from that. It helps when you have the momentum running towards the guy.
So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some
Alright,
better
folks,
resistance
we're in a
up
little
front.
bit of
They
a
tried it
hole.
again.
The Octagon's Jets playing behind. All good. But we know Russ is going to throw that 4th quarter pick. Oh, wow. Nice play, actually. Oh! I said 4th quarter, I meant 2nd quarter.
Nice. It's a nice interception.
Thank you.
Dang. A lot of football left, man. Wow. Jumped that route, too. I had him. Right back with the pick, baby.
User pick. Nicely done.
Right back with it.
With 3 turnovers by the Jets in 1 quarter. Holy shit, this is the longest quarter.
Sounds familiar.
We all know A-Rod gets better as the game goes on.
Wow.
We know he did when he was on the Packers.
Carried by Harris here, start the drive.
Like what we're seeing.
His way forward to the 23. 3-yard pickup on that run, and that takes
14-9 first quarter. Plenty of football left.
Apparently, Chris Weidman won the ESPN Madden tournament. I think Todd Gurley, Snoop Dogg, DC was in it. Nice pass.
Pickens. I didn't know Weidman was a gamer.
Bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. They give to Harris from the gun.
Keep bringing in that damn safety.
Still going past the 40. Into the red zone.
Wow.
Gets into the end
All right.
zone. Touchdown.
21.
The Steelers take a 20-zip lead. Najee Harris,
Just gotta make you throw it.
the PAT.
There we
All
go.
right, we're loading the box.
21. Settle.
And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21.
Wow.
Come on, baby.
Wow.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Gibson now to return.
Right about now.
Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside.
Sitting pretty.
This drive started.
Sitting pretty.
Yes, sir. And I don't take too many risks when I'm sitting pretty.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's keeping.
Whoa, that was late.
That low-key was a flag. Rodgers is getting cocky. Plenty of ball left.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
I'm not counting my chickens yet.
Let's just get one. Let's just get one.
Ooh.
Their left side as it ends up incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And it's going to be second down. Rodgers here from the gun. Has him on the quick hit. It's a Florida still.
That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it.
Just fourth down territory right here. You know.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, running back in the flat.
Nice
In the
grab.
hands of Conklin.
Ooh, good spot, ref.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
This would be demoralizing.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers.
Oh, I hit the quarterback too.
Back to his running back.
Nice play. I hit the Q too. We got a first regardless.
We got Tyrod.
I'm not mad about it. I got a free hit on the QB.
Well, you kind of know
Oh,
this
wow,
is
they
going to
did
happen
that
at
to
least
the
a
end of
couple
the
of
play,
times this season. They catch the
That's right.
rookie there for roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think this coach would like to have a governor.
All right.
Kinda like on
All right.
golf
All right.
course,
let's
you
get
know, so
one.
you don't act crazy and a fool. Some of these rookie defenders, I know coaches would love to put a governor on
Nice
them.
throw.
A little bit of discipline that just
All right,
doesn't
let's
take
get
much
one.
time for a rookie.
Let's get one.
Quickly trying to get set again. They give up second.
Woo! You read that.
Defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Let's go.
Where is it? Come on. All right.
Chance to have the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. On the move.
Nice throw.
All right, we got one. We got
Nice
one.
throw.
No celebration. No
21-7.
celebration.
Hand the ball to the ref.
That's right. Act like we did before, even though we haven't.
Greg Zerline for the point after try.
All right. One down, 2 to go.
And the Jets
21-7.
get it back to a 14-point
All right.
game.
Plenty of ball. 2-possession game.
I was excited. The homecoming got us too excited.
They're on the board now.
That's right.
Remember, you do learn more from your losses than your wins in life,
Send it
though.
away.
So.
Yeah, my last was a loss
The new
online.
kickoff
So
rules. This is going to come out to the
ready to
30,
get the
not
dub.
25 on the touchback. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old school dominance.
What the hell?
Ooh, you got lucky that was high. That was
Quincy.
Quincy coming in for the.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did
Need a
help
play.
force
Somebody
the
make a play.
incompletion.
2nd and 10 now.
Nice.
Nice tackle.
And that pushes them back. 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Third and long for him here. Forced out to his right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it.
All right.
Xavier Gibson on to return for the
This
Jets.
is the moment.
Picked up at the 38. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return.
Plenty of
before he
time.
ends up out of bounds. Nice
I
kick
said plenty
there.
of
It's a
football.
punt
It's now or
to
never.
50
It's
yards.
now or never.
And they're going to take over possession. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Ball there to hold
Caught the blitz. Caught the blitz.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Bron, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
All right. Chip away.
He's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. He's set it down for him from the 46. Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers.
Aye.
You going?
Aye.
You going, man? But Rodgers can't
First
scramble.
time out.
No, he can.
They'll need to decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Rodgers is actually one of my favorite quarterbacks ever, especially when he was on Green Bay. My man is locked in right now.
Trying again, following the sack.
Ah.
And like an empty
At
rattler,
home.
he just throws that one away.
Yeah. At least for a couple.
So
Now I'm
after
trying
that
to play
Ryan
safe.
completion, we've got 3rd down.
Maybe too late for that.
There's plenty of ball
On the
left.
shotgun, Rodgers has his man. It's Corley. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Short time, baby. What you gonna do? Clock's ticking.
Defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, people short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and 3, drive on the line.
We're coming.
They'll go for it, Rodgers.
Woo! Big bro tackle. Oh, sit down.
But not until he's got a
Okay,
huge
okay, okay.
gain and a 1st down.
Okay.
They'll throw again, Rodgers.
Ah. Get it.
Oh my God, man, that was a pick. Risky throw. I knew we were going to Adams too.
And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing once again, Rodgers. That's too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that.
Trying to
Really
find
well
it.
covered
Trying to
team.
find it.
There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now 3rd down.
3rd and 10. 21-7. 25 seconds left. What's he gonna do?
Again, Rodgers.
Oh,
Better take
I
it.
had Adams in the
Better take
slot.
the points, bro.
Completion, 4th down coming
That's
up.
right. That's right.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Bass's kick is good.
21-10. That's a football game.
All right.
Made it a game. Made it a game.
It's
a football game.
And it really turns
We're gonna
into
punch it out here,
a
kick another
play.
field goal.
That's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle.
Najee's
And that's
feeling
good
it.
yardage with a new set of downs.
That's it.
They've got first
Take it to the
down
half. I ain't looking to take no risks.
I guess
Pick
we
six.
could have both
Take the
teams
ball.
out here.
Yeah,
We're moving
get the
down
ball
to
in
there.
halftime and getting right to the start of the 2nd half. Their line has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments
Take it on the
longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers returning their offense and this running back to the field. 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll start with a give to
Come on, people. You break one more tackle.
Tackle made by Chuck Clark. Offense up to the line fast. Now Wilson on the play fake.
Got to him.
He was getting hit block and it's incomplete.
That was a play game right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson.
Stop him.
Ooh, big truck.
And he's going to get this
That's
up to the 45 before he's brought down.
3rd and 8.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Now an inside handoff to Harris.
They got a good line.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd down here, another give to Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Yep.
Offense in the
Feed
hurry
him.
up here. First down, and they go right back to it. Able to drive that pile about a yard. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play. Here we go, 2nd and 9.
Oh, horrible throw.
They would sure love to connect on some of those intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Here he is on 3rd and long.
Wow.
It's caught.
They hit Russ.
Roughing.
And good
They hit Russ. Ooh, they had to stop.
Roughing.
Against the defense.
Fuck. All right.
Finally some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a 1st down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league. And you got to protect these 4 fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well.
Working quickly here. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he got my cut there, only to the 14. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Wilson on 3rd down. Jump off, caught by his back.
Okay, nice stop.
On the line for a loss.
4th and 5.
Well,
Take
that's
my
one of the
points.
moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
All right.
Type of
Sustained drive to take some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On return, here comes Davis. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10.
What?
He's got the hook up to Adam. And they
No, you're holding the ball there.
down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down.
Tina, hurry up.
Play action with Rodgers. Conklin brings it in.
When you see play
Nice.
action, all you can to get your eyes to the tight end. Because that's
We're driving.
Actually gives him time off the line, helps trip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the 46.
Ooh, nice play. Ball's gone.
Oh, no. Tipping.
Oh, boy. You got a game here.
This game has already been a good one for him. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to
Oh, it was almost a pick.
It's a great one.
I had to switch it to man coverage real quick. I'm playing a lot of zone. Maybe a different look.
Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing again, it's Rodgers.
Oh, that was a hell of a throw.
We got a game. Why are we going for? What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, 16, 17.
Adams, the touchdown.
We need to go for it.
Zerline on now
No
for the
need for all
extra
that.
point.
What?
All right, one score, one score.
24-17.
It's down to 7.
Time to turn it up. Oh, was Freddie running all over you with Lamar Jackson?
Just like
That's what he's doing, right?
Bringing up past scars. Yeah,
From his own end zone,
I don't
here
think
we
I
go.
turned it over. Yeah, I think it was just Freddie.
And this
Couldn't
drive
stop
will
Freddie.
start
He was.
inside
Just
the
running all over
25.
Lamar.
I mean, he's got the MVP.
Steelers, and
But
this running back headed back out for a new
2-time, about to
series.
be 3-time.
I'm gonna get Freddie a Raven shirt since he's such a big Ravens fan.
I mean, I said it like a man, like, yo, the Giants are depressing. They just-
Make a play. There we go. That's not Najee.
Second yard gain. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Just a gain of 1, and that
I like
brings
Warren,
up
though. It keeps
second and
Najee
9.
fresh.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Got it.
What a throw! Oh my God.
Got it.
Almost lit him up.
On the 35-yard line.
What a throw.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Fuck.
First down, ball at the 36.
What a throw.
You know where we're coming.
Now a run with Harris.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't like those odds.
They're getting it to the 47-yard line.
He's constantly
It's a
getting in
gain
the
of 17
secondary.
on that
Yes,
one.
sir.
And that's the Steelers'
He's
first
got like
down.
200 yards.
Russ now from the gun. Chased out to his right.
Fumble.
Ooh, I should have slid right there.
Down to the 39.
Should have slid, but I did hold the ball.
So
Wow. All right, making a drive.
This could be demoralizing here.
after a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Ross off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket.
I
Can't
said
get it
fucking
all.
I'm sending the house.
Instead of his man.
You got to there, right?
Open up in the backyard, call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator,
Right.
three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
You know I'm slant. We know you.
Listen to
No, out. He did the out.
Complete field.
What you know about the out?
Touche.
Down
What
around
you know
the
about the
34.
out?
Very nice.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Wilson now off the play action.
Make a play.
Escapes the pocket.
Okay.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he
Out
can't.
of field goal range at least.
Big play drive.
Big sack right there.
Second down.
That's what she
That
said.
was, yeah, that's what she said. Walk into that.
That's what she said.
Try to make something happen outside the pocket.
Oh my gosh.
Defense wouldn't let them.
Good
They have
times,
the same
good
kind of
times.
urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before
Wow.
they hit the showers. They got one right there with outside.
And he'll advance this down to
I was
the
ready for
38
the
on
pass.
the line.
I know you were. That's why I tried to
It's a gain of 4
run.
yards, and that leaves him with 3rd and 14.
Okay.
Shotgun snap for Wilson.
Get him, Reddick.
Give it up.
Buying some time. No place
Trying to
to
long
You kick a field goal, you win it.
Not necessarily.
There's so many programs.
You kick a field goal, you win it.
I'm going for the field goal, that's for sure.
About the ball. With discretion, but it put it cases are right there. He understood
Oh!
it. I'm not going to risk the turnover.
Oh!
Throwing it away.
Oh my god, that was so almost 55 yards.
Bro, all of a sudden voice command comes up as you're kicking. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I swear to God I didn't do that. I swear to God I didn't do
I
that.
know. Oh boy, one possession game. But it comes down to defense. Defense wins championships. We know he's passing because he doesn't
Now
run.
here comes the New York.
He ran it!
And that last
Okay.
drive,
Touche.
no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage
Okay.
this time around. He gets a couple of
Okay.
yards, and he'll come up 2nd and 8. Looking out of the gun, it's Rogers.
All right, we got it.
3rd and 8. It's a big play right here.
Not a gimme. Not a gimme.
Back-to-back reps from this defense.
What do we got? What do we got?
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able
Oh, wow.
Oh! Come on, man. Bait. Put the bait on the hook.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky?
That's a lot.
Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a
Elects
major
to punt it.
turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away.
Nice.
Hell of a
And
punt.
this is the punt we
all
want
right.
every time. It bounces out of bounds. And
We had the
sends it deep
opportunity.
inside
Now we
the
got to
goal
fight for
10.
another. Okay.
Visitors
Okay.
back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession.
Come on.
So some room to
Gotta be
improve
better.
how far they can advance the football here.
Okay.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Wilson on 1st and 10.
Wow.
Completed to
Is
his
that my
right.
guy?
And he'll go down and
No,
sit
it's-
right at the 39-yard line.
Is that my guy?
They pick up 20 yards there.
Okay. Okay.
And that's a Steelers' first down.
Make a play.
From the gun.
Let's go.
And the defense
Oh, it's
is
going timeouts now, huh?
That's
All
right.
right.
That's right.
Let's see how this goes, brother.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Warren wants
Nice.
Ooh,
Make a
good
play.
and this one doesn't go far.
Okay.
Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd.
Okay.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining in this game.
Tell you what, heck of a game.
What's in the playbook here as
Sure.
they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Escapes out to the left.
Oh my God! He made a play. He made a play.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Now we get a
Wow.
ball Brock as the defense
I'll
uses
give you
its
it. That was
final
a great
timeout,
play.
so the clock only going to stop again
Holy
at our 2-minute
shit.
warning. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Nice
Oh,
play.
come on. You
Over,
leaping
baby.
me,
Right
bro?
over,
I
baby.
timed you. I was in the hole and you fucking jumped it. Holy
Come on now,
shit.
baby.
You leaping me?
Come on, baby.
2nd and 1.
You can run it to the 2 minute.
No, that's all right.
Respect.
Handoff, now Wilson. Bails out of the pocket quick.
It's all right. I don't, unless we got money on the line,
Escapes the
I ain't gonna do that.
It's on somebody downfield.
And I don't judge if you
Give
do.
him a target. No one did
It's just
it.
not my game.
He simply has to get rid of it.
A 3rd down, Ron Harris.
Nice.
Yep.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Wow.
It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to
That was the play of the game, the Russ.
Yeah, that was. What was it, 3rd and like
Had you, could have kept you at like 4th and 4, you did the.
by 7.
the juke? The only thing I risked was the fumble there, but I was like, you know what? If he punches it, power to him.
Right, but that was a good roll the dice. I respect it. Wow, I tried to send in the corner to catch you. Wow. Wow.
Harris
Now
is
you're
just a
stepping on
beast.
the throat. Now you're stepping on the throat.
Harris is a monster.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back
Wow.
He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down.
On the road.
And signals. 1st down.
Make a play.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw.
Bro, with the fucking track star over
Hurdle,
here.
baby. Big
Yeah,
hurdle.
you're fucking in the Olympics with those hurdles. Jeez. I even tried to jump catch you in the air.
quarterback and running back.
Oh, wow, nice cut. You were a running back in your past life.
I actually did play running back.
You got
growing
good
up.
vision.
I played running back growing up. My main position is safety, though.
You built like a running back.
Thanks, sir.
High pressure spot. It's a 36-yard
Yeah.
look from the left
Beast.
hash.
Beast. All right. Quick score. Onside. I'm at least making this a one-score game.
Let's go.
Not going down.
Here over
respect
the decades, they relish these
Looking at
moments.
least
They know
to win the
hard
second
work
half.
all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Yeah, I'm coming to punch that.
I know.
The
Fucking.
Jets out to begin another drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down throw by Rogers.
Nice. Bumped it.
Very nice.
Intercepted.
Woo! Okay.
Steelers will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception
Okay.
and return. We had a great
respectable
call by the
man.
defense there. They go to cover 2 for that play. And it's the free safety back there who makes the read and forces that
And
turnover.
that's who you want playing that cover two, covering half the field, right? Those strong safeties near the line of scrimmage. A little more depth at playing the run three safeties. This is exactly what they want. They want to play that half. And when that ball is in their vicinity, go
Yeah,
and
inside the
take it
40.
away.
Wilson now from the gun. He puts some air under
Get up.
it deep. And this is
Bro, when you're on, you're on.
15. And he's brought down a little short
Okay.
field. Actually, they do give him the 10-yard line. First down throw from Wilson. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
I'm gonna pick this up.
So the incompletion
Best
on
of luck.
first. Here's... Running behind center.
No. I'm not going down. Not going Let's get
27-17. It's been a closer game than the scoreboard tells, though.
Let's get the big
Let me
plays.
tell you,
Let's
Pete,
get the
that's
big
the real
plays.
deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up
Make a
for
play.
success.
Make a play. There we go. Of course, 2 seconds.
4th and
But
goal.
when receivers
There
have
we
room to operate, that's a play that can
Let's
totally
make a play,
gash the
boys.
defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses
Doing
swarm
bootleg? What are we
like
doing?
that one just did.
What's going
On
on?
4th down, Wilson. Flush down out to
Of
his
course. Wow.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. I finally got it. You've been saying it 10 times. I finally got it.
You just got that. Dangerous Wilson, baby. Hell of a game.
Good game. Good
Yes,
game. Donny D-Money. 1-0 against the Octagon. We'll have to do the rematch. What do you got to say for your fans and supporters?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Try to keep it humble, but I don't like to lose, brother.
Oh, it takes so much
Anywhere
work,
in
Kate,
this
so
life.
much work. Even
Great
though
running game.
you're
But a
Great
hell of a
running
game.
game.
seeing the game itself,
Always down to run it back,
overcome
anytime.
somebody
I think
defending
your
their home
footprint's
field.
all over me.
You
I've
need
never
to
been
play
run
at the
over
highest
so
level,
much.
and you need to
Holy
be
shit.
YOE.
It was a good game, though. Scored into the whole game. He made
Whenever you take it on the
made a
road,
couple more mistakes
and
than I
you win,
did.
gosh, it feels
That's,
so good. What a
football.
Not
signature
excited.
victory.
But most
So
importantly, got your fight coming up. Be in the gym tomorrow night. Get to see you do your thing.
Yes, sir. You're gonna get some work in with me.
That's right. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Be one of the
Appreciate you coming down.
one of the armies for a minute, and I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in the studio, and we'll have to do this rematch very soon.
Yes, sir. Told y'all, not losing in Madden. But he's a hell of a player. You gotta give it to him. He's a hell of a player.
Second half.
Hell of a game. I appreciate it. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Later, brother. Later, guys. Hope
Take
you
it
enjoyed
easy.
it.
Much love.